Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitching with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a great Saturday and a great weekend. Well, today is April Saturday Stitching. We'll be doing animals, whether real or fantasy. You can do that on cross stitch, diamond painting, whatever project you're working on, as long as you're working on an animal. So today we are using color number 5, I looked right at it, 817, and it's kind of a bright red. It reminds me of 666 red, but it isn't. And we're working on the flame that goes on the right hand side. Sorry there is no picture with this, but there'll be a picture while I stitch though. So yeah. So, how are you doing? Are you having a good weekend? I hope. Today is supposed to be windy, and I don't know if we'll get any weather or not. But we have a high wind warning out today, so we will just see how that all goes. I'm supposed to go and have lunch with my son and his family, so that means all the grandkids. So yay! Fun times. And then we'll probably go to our favorite restaurant. Seems to be a family thing because they have an all-round menu and that kind of thing. So yay! Oh, there's the dragon's head. I don't know if you can see it. Yep, I'm still whittling away at it. So I don't even know what I'm hungry for today. Sometimes I get their chicken fried steak. Sometimes I'm losing my voice already. And sometimes I get their patty melt, which I absolutely love. And they do have like a sliced roast beef sandwich, but it's not like the hot one. You know what? It is warm, but it's not the one that's covered with, you know, the gravy and the mashed potatoes and all that. I'm sure they have that too. But yeah, it's sometimes a little bit too greasy for me, but we'll see. But we're going for lunch, and they're only open till 2 as far as I know. I don't think they've gotten back to the evening being open. They used to be open to, 8, 9 o'clock, something like that, before the big thing. Yeah, and they haven't found a lot of people to work for them that wanted to work nights, and yeah, it's been a nightmare. So, we've been just they have breakfast and lunch now, so fun times. Let me see. Oh, and I have my dragon needle minder. I call it a needle minder, I know. It's a needle threader, but let me see if I can pick it up. It's the one I used the other day. Yep, I like that one. I think that's the only dragon I have. Perhaps. I was trying to get this material out of the way and just kind of fold it over and use a clip, because heaven knows we got enough of those this week. I don't know where they all came out of hiding, but yeah. Yesterday, what did I stitch on? I stitched on the bunnies for a little bit, and I stitched on, I tried to stitch on that silk one with the street scene with the little cafe in there and all the buildings. Yeah, no. That didn't go over so hot, so we just moved right along, and I got out the one that it's 3 pictures of roses. It all came in one kit, so I'm still on the very first one. So, yay. Oh, and speaking of stitching on things, I'm just going to stop and pause for a moment. These are all the pictures that I've received so far. So if you have pictures of something that's in progress that you really want to show me or show everybody, send it through my email, and the email address is down below. So these are the pictures that were sent over the past couple of days. And I'll let you look at those for a few seconds. Just stitching here. Aren't those gorgeous? They are just lovely. Now I have no idea how much space that's going to take up, so we're just going to stitch and not talk. And thank you, Jamie and Sari, for sending me pictures of your projects. Now, the one by Sari is one that I had sent to her, and she finished it. So, way to go, Sari. Way to go, Jamie, for finishing some of the projects that you showed me. I love that one. That's, I think I have it. It's someplace. How's that? It's someplace. The one that's divided into, I believe, fourths. She put beads on hers, and it is just gorgeous. The one with the bird nests and everything. Oh, it's just beautiful. Just beautiful. Thank you, ladies, for sending me your finishes. Now, if there's any guys out there and you want to send me some pictures, send them, and I will try to get them up because, you know, some days I forget, and then some days things happen, like this week. Oh, yeah. What can I say? That has just thrown my whole week off. Now I feel like it ought to be at least Sunday because I've been home for so long. But I know it's Saturday. So, yay. Yesterday, the only thing I really did of any relevance was go and do the laundry because that was a necessity. I did not get the trash out. Maybe I can talk my son into taking it out for me when we get there. Because I was not... when I fell, I really didn't hurt anything other than my knee and my head. But my arms were just kind of stiff and sore. So it was special. But it's better today than it has been, so that's a good thing. Took a hot shower, not that day, but the next day, and that really helped. And I laid down for a couple, I'm looking for my scissors here, for a couple hours. And I did the same thing yesterday. I just, freaked the cat out completely yesterday. So I took my stitching. I wanted to see how much actual light was in there. I could have opened the drape, but yeah. So anyway, I turned on both my end tables on each side of the bed. It was not the best. They're just not meant for stitching. My other stitch lamps, they come like right over where I'm stitching, so that's awesome. But anyway, so I got all that, and I sat in bed, and Cat, of course, jumped down when I rattled my bag that had the stitching in it. And I just sat there and stitched for a little bit, and she finally came up and sat on the bed. She was not curious about what I was doing at all. Nope. She went and laid at the foot of the other side of the bed and faced the opposite direction. Yeah. No. I didn't actually think she'd come up there because I not moved things around, but I was rattling. It had one of those plastic bags, so every time I moved that, she was on high alert. I'm telling you, she's such a fraidy cat. Oh, geez. But no, that did not go well. And there's no room for a chair whatsoever. I'm trying to... Oh, there's some stupid scissors. Yeah, there's no room for a chair in there. That room is kind of small. I picked the wrong room to have as my bedroom. The one in the front of the trailer is bigger, and right now it's all storage, but yeah, I kind of, when I had got this trailer, I was working, and I'm still working, but I was working and had to get up at 3:30 in the morning, and I would go to bed like at 9 o'clock at night, and I figured that, you know, the kids running up and down the street would, you know, keep me awake. So that's why I didn't make that front room my bedroom. So, fun times. Here we are. But that back room, it's a couple feet smaller, shall we say. And it doesn't help the fact that I have an 8-foot dresser in there and 2 bookcases, one short and one tall, in there on one wall, so not a whole lot of room. Plus, I have my grandmother's little chest. It's probably 12 inches wide and about 3 feet long, maybe. But it stands up off the ground probably, 25 inches maybe. You could sit on, I wouldn't want to sit on it because it's an antique, and my luck, it'll break. And inside of it is all my grandmother's and my mother's, like, bedroom nightstand lights, and they're those ones with those painted globes on them. Yeah, no. Nobody sits on it, and God forbid you better not kick it, or I will beat the heck out of everybody. So, yeah. So it's just there for looks. Now the cat, she has found out, since I cleaned it off, that that's a good place to look out and look out the window. She gets the drape all woppy-jawed and looks out the window at heaven knows what. I don't know. She could probably see better than I can. So, yeah. Fun times. So some things are there for looks. Some things are there for, you know, I need more bookcases, but I'm thinking about putting bookshelves over the top of the drapes because I have one too many paperbacks and hardback books that I keep collecting from the not dollar store, the help me here, from the thrift store. So yeah, it's fun. But I collect Nora Roberts, and I collect Preston and Child books and other books that I might have read along the way that I really want to keep. Haven't cracked a book in probably 3 years because I can't read a book and cross-stitch at the same time. It's just not happening for me. So, yeah. I've listened to a lot of audiobooks. That has been an absolute godsend for work, because work, you know, this time of year especially, has been very, very boring. Let's get us a new thread here. We'll start up the other end. So we almost got that, what do you call it, flame done. I wouldn't get too excited. Yeah, when you get back into the dragon, it's confetti here, confetti there, especially in the top of his head. I just don't have the patience. So, and every once in a while I'll get it out and stitch like a solid place because of his swirls and stuff. So if I feel like that, then I do that, but not so much. So those are the only two things that I worked on. I worked quite a long time, maybe an hour and a half, on those roses, and probably a good hour on the bunnies, till I got tired of doing half cross stitch. Oh yeah, I did work for a little bit on that, on the riverside, but I didn't work on the big one. I didn't feel like wrestling it with my arms being so sore. So, it'll be there. It's not going anywhere. Not at all. But the bunnies, I mean, I was just going to town. I was watching one of my series things on, what do you call it? On Netflix, and just kept doing that half cross stitch. Just kept going. So, yeah. And then I get tired of stitching on 14 count. So, you know how that goes. Got to stitch on something a little bit bigger, making a little bit more progress. So I got those roses out, and they were nothing but confetti too, so I couldn't win, and I didn't have the energy to go and look for something else. So that's how it got stitched on yesterday. So what's everybody else working on? I hope you're working on something fun. There was something I saw on somebody else's channel. I went, I have that. I could work on that. Yeah, no. I don't remember what it was. I hope Natalia's getting better. My goodness gracious. It's just horrible. And somebody said, I don't know how she's going to be without stitching. I would go nuts. You'd have to lock me up. I would learn in a real heartbeat how to use a scroll frame, something to hold it, and how to stitch left-handed. Because I couldn't. I would just go crazy. If I didn't have my stitching and diamond painting as a backup, every once in a while I'll pull out the diamond painting and work on it for a while, but not too often. Just haven't felt in the mood. I enjoy stitching far better. And now that I have all these big projects, I should work on something. I noticed that somebody asked me if I'd finished the big beaded cross stitch. The answer is no. That's the one where I got all the, what do you call it? The beads from, that I'm going to use on the spring lady. Because those beads, when I went to put them down, they are not consistent in size, and it looked like hell. It really did. So I'm like, nope. And I worked on that probably a good 2 months before I figured out this isn't going to get any better. So yeah, that was kind of a loss. So I went from that to working on those plastic beads. That's from the Matrishka Lovely store at AliExpress. So I have 3, possibly 4 of those now, and the beads are all the same size, and yeah, no, I haven't gotten it out lately. I came back close, guys. I was going to what was I going to order? Those, you know, those plastic sticky bob mats that they have, and they have them at Amazon. I just never got them ordered. So maybe I'll get out my tiger. He's ginormous. Well, all things considered. And I also have that one with all the roses laid out on it. I'll call it a table or something. But they're all strung out. That one's very nice as well. I just don't know. But the only other ones that I bought, and I think it's called, God, I can't remember. I got it in Amazon. It wasn't, I've forgotten the name. I can't even, there's like Embroidery USA or something like that. And I didn't care for the way it was all done on that silky material. It just tightened up, and my tension on my sewing is better conducive to stamped cross stitch or counted. I don't do that, but with the dang beads, you want to kind of give it a cinch so that it stays in place. But it had glass, that's where I was going. It had glass preciosa beads, and they were all consistent. And they were smaller projects, of course. So, yeah. They were nice, but I can't I want to say creative beads, or bead creative, B-E-A-D, creative, all one word. And I don't know if they're still in business, you know, there on Amazon, but that's where I got that peacock. But like I said, it was that satiny material. I'd rather work on Ada than that satin stuff. It just cinched up, and I was working on my peacock, and it was starting to shrink, you know, start to pull the fabric, and I didn't like it at all. So I quit using those, and that's when I been using the Matryoshka Lovely store from AliExpress. And they have all kinds of beaded stuff. But that other one, it was ginormous, and the beads were just helter-skelter, and oh my God, it was terrible. Yep, it's done. So I figure I can use those beads in another project. Alright guys, well thank you for joining me today. I do appreciate it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and please hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.